There we go.
Can the internet see us now?
Yes.
Oh god, I'm scared.
It was.
Hello.
It was acting up.
I'm not decent.
Oh,
no, get
good. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. People in the Discord channel I'm in use the link because Discord will automatically be like, "So you're streaming," and then put a link in my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Oh wait, it's probably because it hasn't seen me go live yet. Let T-Max know.
It'll probably take a moment.
Yeah. Alright, so we're not doing a recap. Because we're going straight into a dungeon.
Oh
All
boy.
right.
Why not? Why not? I need a refresher.
Time
Okay,
to die.
actually, while I give the refresher, move your characters into marching order, but do not move forward yet. Just kind of
Oh god.
decide what
Shuffle
order you'll
around.
be in. Yeah, like
Althea's
who's
at
in
the
the front.
I feel like I'm
Yeah,
good where I
Althea's-
am.
Okay, can you turn the music down a little because it's hard for me to hear people?
I can in a second because I accidentally just hit the back button on my browser.
You can
You
turn
should be able
this down.
Yeah,
Can
you should
I?
be able to.
Yeah.
Go to your settings and adjust your browser volume.
Or you can go
Where?
to the macros tab on Roll20 and lower the master music
Oh,
volume.
hey.
Yeah.
Useful.
on.
Alright, never
I'm
mind, that's
super
fine
not
then.
ready. You know, I've had extra time to prepare tonight, and I super didn't. All right, I'm good now.
You okay, my friend?
No, I'm never okay.
It's alright. About 20
Yeah.
minutes ago, I realized that I hadn't actually leveled up yet, so
Good. Okay.
I had to
So-
do that.
Oh, I should take up my character sheet and
You
all of
should.
my spells.
Sure, I
We're
have.
good at things.
I have you guys up too. All right. So, last time, the party solved the mystery of the succubi and the incubus that were killing people in the town of Lirio.
I'll be reading a recap.
Yeah, just a quick recap, I guess, because everyone's being bitchy about it. God.
I need it.
So yeah, there's that brief interlude where they were able to run around and speak to specifically Toril, who gave them his thanks and kind of apologized for being the dick that he was. He admitted that he leapt to conclusions, yada yada yada. He bestowed
We will never
upon
let
Mist
him
in
live down.
particular a special ability in exchange for the group's help. And then they decided to depart the town. Traveling north for about a few hours, they came upon the entrance to the swamp that Lafayette used to call home. At this entrance to the swamp, they encountered a dog tied to a tree that they quickly took to, because who doesn't love dogs? Immediately after kind of taking in this dog, they engaged with a group of Minotaur skeletons. And when it looked like the party was kind of on the verge of not doing too hot, the dog came to their aid and proved that he was in fact a cleric.
Yes.
Not quite understanding where his powers came from, nor really looking into it much, the party proceeded to delve deeper into the swamp as Lafayette was seeking answers to what happened to her old masters. Having lived in the swamp for several years after being picked up from her group of fellow half-bloods, she was rescued from a dire fate that she's not yet divulged, and became attached to these necromancers that took her in. After a few years, they started being gone for longer and longer. There was less and less news of the fellow necromancers in the swamp, and so Lafayette departed, under not so great terms and not quite sure what was going to happen to the people she'd grown to care about. Returning to the swamp, she sought out answers to what happened. She returned to the home that was more or less a set of ruins that had been made into a camp for some of the necromancers, specifically her tutors, Fridial and Lacial. As she approached, it was kind of in ruins. The ruins were in ruins. The camp was not struck down, but it looked like it had been the site of a small tussle. Searching for answers as to what happened, Lafayette woke the seemingly sleeping spirit of her old tutor, Lacial, who beseech the girl to make haste to the barrow in the northern reaches of the swamp, where she was previously barred from going. Sprinting across the swamp in her haste to aid this woman who had practically raised her in find answers, the party trailed behind Lafayette, curious to see what was going to happen. Immediately upon reaching the barrow, they found that the poisonous miasma that had been coating it for years upon years, had lifted. And so, with no small amount of haste, they dove into the dungeon. And that's where we're picking up.
Sorry.
So, brief kind of explanation of what's going to happen here. Roll for initiative.
Oh god!
No!
Yes.
Already. We're fucked.
And then give them to me in a moment.
Wait, okay.
When
Shit.
am I gonna remember
Holy
what
shit!
to roll for
Holy
my-
fuck!
Holy shit!
Oh
we're-
my god!
Everything is reversed today.
Now I'm gonna do bad!
Not bad.
Hey, we
Okay,
all didn't
so-
suck.
Missed with a 20.
That's awful. Why does missed? I guess.
Because Mist is gonna
Right when
protect
she
us,
got in there,
obviously.
she was hiking up her skirts and her robes, and she was fucking ready. Ethan was jumping up. They were gonna do this.
Okay, so,
Her book's akimbo.
are you guys in your marching order? Oh, right, I need to roll
Yeah.
for dog, too.
I think so.
The dog's name is Saint, is it not?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
he goes last.
yes. There is nothing better than that. I mean, come on. It's a pun and, like, fitting.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it works. Okay.
It came to me immediately upon waking.
So, Mist.
I'm not ready for this.
Begin your movement.
Oh my
You can also hold your turn,
You-
though, right?
You can.
I mean, well, right now, Miss doesn't know there's. Well, okay. She's listening for strange sounds in here. I mean, it's a dark, weird place. I
Alright.
don't know what's going on. She's being kind of cautious.
There's
looking around.
absolutely no check required. It sounds a little fucked up in here.
Oh god.
You hear the nearby noise of what sounds like water, kind of a shallow pool. It's easy to hear, and you hear the plop, 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 and you hear hissing noises. You hear maybe not fucked up, but the sort of sounds that you would hear in an underground dungeon that was once a burial ground. It's very
Do we hear
clearly
the souls of the damned?
no.
Yeah, that's.
Nope. But you can hear what sounds like some animals. That's about it.
Okay, so
Okay.
like. Alright. How many thingies can I move again? Is like
I'm-
each square 10 feet?
You are allowed to
again?
move 3 squares, but you can consume an action to move another 3. Which I think is... And then you can also dash, if you would like.
Okay.
Which would let you move another 2 per action you use. I don't remember the downside to dashing, though.
Alright. I mean, I don't think she's not gonna just start fucking
Okay,
running.
well what you can do is move your 3, wait to see what you see, and then move your next 3. You don't need to commit to the second set until you want to.
Okay. Also, how long has it been since they fought the
None
Minotaur
of you have
skeletons?
recovered any spells.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
Because she used mage armor. I want to know if it's still there.
It has not been 8 hours yet.
Okay, so
It's
still there.
only
Cool.
been about an hour, or let's say 2 hours since you fought the Minotaurs.
Alright.
But
okay.
yes, to reiterate, none of your spells have recharged. You have not regained any hit points from a rest. You are exactly the same as you were at the end of last session.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, this is gonna move diagonally around, like, past Dog and Krieg, like, over this way to see if she could see further down there.
It's a wall.
What's up?
The way it's going to work is if you approach an edge and you can't see anything, that's a wall. Roll 20 is a little weird with walls.
I mean, she was looking down the hall that's closer to Laffy, but she's staying
She doesn't
around
see anything.
the walls.
She sees the
Yeah.
continuation of a passageway.
Okay. She's looking around, and for now, like, I guess she's gonna stick with Laffy, more or less. So if Laffy moves, she might use her other 3. Can I do that? Can she
Yes.
move again? If
Yes,
Laffy
you
does?
can, because it is your
All right.
action, and you can always hold your action to react to something else happening. So when
Okay.
Laffy moves, you can immediately take your move after that. Or once Laffy uses her action. Or no, you can set your trigger for anything. So whenever Laffy does whatever you wish for her to do right now, state that. And whenever Laffy does that, or whenever anyone does that, you get your turn immediately after, unless you're using an interrupt ability, which I don't know if it exists in 5th. So it'll say if it's an
Okay.
interrupt.
Alright, so if Laffy moves forward and nothing happens that's, like, adverse to their movement, then Mist will follow.
Okay.
That's it, basically. But she does look around and she's like, well, I take that, no one's been in here before. Should we look for anything like traps about? And that's it. That's her turn.
Alright, Ren, your turn.
Okay. Well, so there are like those little braziers, like burning, right?
Yes, that is a source of light. And then I forgot to mention, Ren immediately cast a light spell before you guys entered. So,
Yeah.
as long as Ren is in your line of sight, you should be able to see whatever Ren can see.
Okay.
That doesn't
Well-
apply to anyone else that doesn't have a light spell on.
Ren is gonna go first because it's Ren.
Oh my
Okay.
And she looks at Laffy, looks down the dark and ominous hallway, looks at Laffy again, and then starts walking.
Well, I
So
mean, she's a rogue, so
yeah. So how does searching for traps work?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Yes. Okay. I was really worried it was gonna be perception, and I was gonna be like, Ren is never gonna be able to find traps, but she can disarm them. Okay.
Do this.
Yeah, I think it would normally be perception, but I'm making it sleight of hand in this dungeon.
Oh, thank God. Okay. All right.
Hey.
So
All right.
18.
Uh,
So she moves. Is it half speed when searching for traps?
yes.
Okay. So yes, she's gonna use her bonus action to dash. Then. So that
Okay.
gives me like
An extra
3
30 feet.
squares.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So 3 squares anyway. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I will say also, within your immediate vicinity, aka everything that you can currently see, you do not get the sense that there are any traps.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you
Ren's
consistently
right.
check for traps every time you want to do something. Because
Yeah,
that's...
Ren strides confidently down the hallway.
Yeah.
Once she gets over her paranoia.
Alright.
I
Luffy.
just imagine her looking around like, is something here? Nope, nope. And then she just...
Yeah, and she just straightens up and starts striding down the hallway like, hey, what's up?
Alright,
Perfect.
Luffy, it is your turn.
Well, not really much I can do, so I'm gonna use my action and I'm gonna move ahead of Ren because Laffy's she's like watching Ren go ahead of her and she's like,
Okay. Okay, yeah.
excuse you. I'm going first.
Go ahead and move your 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay, Miss.
6. Is this water?
Yes, it is swampy water.
Fluffy looks down and she is like, well, I hope everyone was okay with it getting wet because there's just a shit ton of water.
Oh, good.
Could I have missed move forward?
Yep.
Assuming nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Okay. Whip. I think that's as far as she can go.
Okay. Krieg.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna move 6 spaces, use my action to move more.
By all means.
You can move diagonal, you know. You don't, that, like,
Oh, right. Well,
there,
this
there.
is good enough.
Alright, so, on the dog's turn, he uses a minor action to not do anything that you can perceive, but his little cask kind of lights up, and
Oh.
he casts a light spell on himself,
Oh,
and then moves 6.
What a good dog.
What a good dog.
4, 5, 6.
Four.
Yep, the dog looks a little wary, but not any more than you guys are. Mist, your turn.
Okay, Mist is gonna move more now. Like, she's still listening for, like, weird shit, especially since they mentioned water. But,
Okay.
I mean, she's just... Unless there's anything, she's just moving.
Yeah, by all means, keep moving.
She comes up to Laffy and she looks down this giant thing. She's like, well, that certainly is quite a bit of water.
It is also about a 5-foot drop.
Oh,
Which isn't high enough to hurt you, but it's high enough that it's not the same, plane that you're on. There's just no way for me to denote that.
In reply to Miss, Laffy has her hands on her hips and she just goes, yeah.
Okay.
we might not want to just wade through it, considering that miasma.
Well, that and I don't know how deep it goes.
Or what's in there.
There's a lot of questions and no immediate answers.
Friend,
Excellent.
go whenever you'd like to.
Ahem. 1, 2, 3. Passes by Laffy and jumps into the water.
Oh
All
my
right. As you jump the 5 feet into the water, you jump
Yep.
in with a quiet splash, and you look around for a minute, and it comes up to about your ankles. It's not very deep.
Well, that's good.
Laffy for a moment is like, ah! And then
Yeah, I'm
just
not
starts
kidding. It's just great.
Ren turns around and grins at them, and then keeps moving.
Okay.
Miss,
So
if
it's here.
thumbs up is a thing, Miss does that over Laffy's head.
Oh. 2, 3. So she positions herself in the middle of the room. Sort of.
All right. Buffy, your turn.
well, this seems to be a constant competition of
Actually,
who is going to be going ahead. And Laffy is like, wow, here I was trying to be cautious. And like, you can see the conversation with herself happening in her face. And so she jumps in indignantly. And she's just gonna move 3 squares to stand next to Ren. And like, can I use my action to see if I can just see shit? Like anything moving under the water?
yeah. You can either give me a nature or perception check.
Well, those both have the same score for me, so I guess I'm just gonna do
You
perception.
will notice different things depending on which one you roll.
Fuck. I'm gonna do perception.
Okay.
8.
Oh.
Oh boy.
You don't see anything in your
hopefully-
immediate vicinity. You can't really see the ground underneath the water because the water is a little too dark. But other than that, you don't see anything. Krieg. your
Alright.
turn. Krieg, your turn.
Okay. After seeing the two ladies just hop down into the swamp water with no issues, Krieg is just going to gain a bit of confidence and follow behind them. So
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
Krieg just jumps off and just thunks down into the water. I don't
Yeah.
think he could do it quietly if he
No.
tried.
It comes up to like the top of Krieg's like feet.
The power of being tall.
Yeah.
He's too large.
Okay, Krieg's just gonna chill out slightly behind them here.
Alright, and Saint is... He's just gonna leap into the water and just kind of pat his way over. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Come on in,
5,
Mist.
6. He just kind of gets
The
in front of
water is
Laffy.
cold and clammy.
Yeah. Okay, from now on, I assume you guys kind of understand your turn order at this point. If you don't,
Yeah.
feel free to speak up, but you can take your turns without me having to say it's your turn. That way you guys have a bit more freedom in role-playing.
Ren kind of looks at Saint and then looks at Laffy and is like, "We're going to have to give him a bath later."
Oh, definitely. Assuming we live.
Alright, so Mist is just back there fucking laughing and everyone's just leaping into the water as she's like hiking up her skirts and everything to make sure they don't get all more disgusting than they already were from her previous failure at getting through those trees. So she eventually also just jumps in with them.
Alright.
Still listening, still watching. She also kind of tries to see if she could see anything in the water.
Okay.
So is that perception?
For Mist, it would definitely be perception.
Alright. Let's see. What is... Okay. We're back to shit!
Just like Laffy. The water's too dark for you
I'm-
really to really see anything. Yeah.
One good roll of the
Probably okay.
night.
Yep.
Alright, so once Mist joins them, Ren gives her a little grin over her shoulder and starts. Now that she's in the water, she's gonna walk a little more cautiously, so she's not gonna go the full like 6, so she just, for now, she just walks ahead. Like so. And we'll follow in suit and sort of
roll-
look around.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Oh no.
Oh no!
It begins.
Shit.
Oh no!
So you stride forward a little too confidently, and suddenly you feel a sharp pain in your ankle. And as you lift your foot to see what the hell it is, you see a tiny snake just latched onto your leg. And
Shit.
thankfully, you rip it off and just chuck it, and it hits a wall with a quiet splatting noise. And it stings a little bit, and you probably kind of feel like a dumbass. But other than that, you're fine.
Okay.
Nathan caws as the snake smacks against the wall.
Alright, I should have anticipated some snakes in this gross, swampy water. Duly noted. What for snakes?
Oh,
Krieg just gives her a thumbs up.
Laffy right now is like suddenly really aware that she doesn't wear shoes.
Oh god.
and she grimaces and she looks down at the water and she just trudges the fuck ahead, because what else is she gonna do?
Okay.
Next to Ren, because they're 1 and 1.
Alright. I'm gonna remind you that you have nature.
What?
I'm gonna remind you that nature could be useful in...
Oh yeah,
Certain
I'm gonna roll a
scenarios.
nature check.
Okay.
That is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Here I go. Oh shit!
wow.
natural
Very nice.
20.
Wow.
So, as you stride up, you suddenly remember kind of what you knew about swamps. And You recall
It's all coming back to
you recall that swamps typically hide certain animals and maybe some pitfalls. And in remembering this, you're able to kind of glance at the water a little bit better, and your immediate area, you can suddenly figure out if there's anything near you. And right now you don't see anything near you at all, but you get the feeling that, oh, okay, I'm kind of confident now. When I move, I will be able to see if there are any traps near me.
So, Luffy is going to look at Ren and look down at Ren's bitten foot and back to the others and be like, so, as if the snake was not enough, we should be careful because there may be things worse than snakes or holes in the ground, but I think that I will be able to spot them.
Mista starts laughing way too much. As if
Yeah,
it was
nobody
completely obvious.
She's like, nobody fall in any holes. That would be bad. You'd probably die. She just says nonchalantly.
I mean, I suppose.
I do appreciate you looking out for us. Really amused.
Well, you know, how does the saying go? My house is your house? Yes.
You have terrible taste in home.
Yeah.
To each their own.
I don't know, I don't think I'd want to live in a swamp either. Snakes and all.